New tonight, embattled Garfield County Judge Brian Lovell, who's accused in 2 shootings, has stepped down from the bench.
In a resignation letter to Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt, Lovell cites his recent diagnosis of dementia and says the decision is only motivated by his health and not any standing legal issues. The resignation comes after a tumultuous year for Lovell. In September of 2023, Lovell was arrested after police say he shot at least 5 vehicles in Austin, Texas, and then rammed his SUV into a woman's car. He was charged with 8 felonies.
And in May of this year, Lovell was indicted on charges in Oklahoma, accused of shooting at his brother-in-law's home near the town of Bison in February of 2023. Prosecutors say shell casings connected Lovell to both shootings. That case is expected to go to trial later this month.
We have also learned that just 3 weeks ago, the Enid Police Department was called to a Walmart after Lovell was accused of shoplifting. Security cameras caught him putting multiple items into his bags without scanning them, totaling more than $60. In addition to his legal troubles, Lovell had also been facing pressure from the state Supreme Court.
This past June, Chief Justice John Kane IV asking a judiciary court to remove Lovell from the bench, citing multiple instances of misconduct, including an alleged sexual affair inside courthouse walls.
News 4's Spencer Humphrey breaks down the shocking testimony.
Health concerns is the sole reason Garfield County Judge Brian Lovell gave for his resignation, submitted Monday, exactly 1 year to the day after he allegedly had sex with a court bailiff inside the very courthouse where they worked. September 9th, 2023 would be the final encounter, according to that bailiff, of their weeks-long affair. We know all this thanks to that bailiff's sworn testimony, cited as evidence by Oklahoma's Chief Supreme Court Justice John Kane as to why Kane wanted Lovell removed from the bench. For Kane, it all began last August when the state got a complaint that Judge Lovell ordered court records for a court case heard by a different Garfield County judge to be sealed. Someone who knew the victim in that case filed that complaint, arguing the case should not be sealed. But Lovell allegedly sent these texts back and forth with the defense attorney in that case, falsely claiming the judge who heard the case, Judge Paul Woodward, is who filed that complaint. Lovell also allegedly said similar things to Judge Woodward's bailiff, a woman named Cindy Tubbs. In a sworn deposition, investigators asked her if Lovell told her Woodward had filed the complaint against him. She told them, correct. But she also told them a lot more, like how she'd had a sexual relationship with Judge Lovell beginning last August. It started with text messages, flirting from both sides, she told investigators. But it quickly progressed. We made out one time in Judge Woodward's bathroom, she told them. I wouldn't say we had full-on sex. Third base, I don't know. Investigators uncovered some of their text conversations. On September 8th last year, Judge Lovell sent her a message writing, "You have no idea how many times I think about the backseat of my car and the judge's bathroom." Later that day, he allegedly texted Tubbs asking for some boudoir pictures she'd taken. "I was going to show you one, but I would show it to you, not send it," Tubbs texted back. Lovell responded allegedly while in court. "Deal. Let me do this plea and I will try to cash in on that promise," he wrote. Tubbs told investigators he came over to my office where she showed him those nude pictures and the two kissed. "That kiss was amazing," she messaged him after. Investigators asked Tubbs, "Did you ever have any sexual relationship with Judge Lovell on some new table that you purchased for your office?" Tubbs confirmed, telling them that would have been on the September 9th date. "Yes, I was really proud of that table." 2 days later, on September 11th, the same day he was arrested in Texas in connection to a drive-by shooting, Lovell allegedly texted Tubbs, "Next time in your office." But Tubbs told investigators there would be no next time, that the affair ended with his arrest in Texas. In a previous filing, Judge Lovell's lawyers claimed there was no sexual conduct between him and Tubbs and that their relationship was limited to flirtatious texting. To that, Chief Justice Kane responded, saying Lovell had clearly been untruthful in light of Tubbs' testimony. Lovell responded back to that, claiming he will seek a medical retirement and not return to the bench after being diagnosed with thyroid cancer and dementia. On Monday, his lawyers sent his resignation resignation letter to Governor Stitt. They wrote Lovell wanted to make it unequivocally clear that his resignation is motivated by considerations of his health only. In Oklahoma City, Spencer Humphrey, Oklahoma's News 4.
In multiple court documents, as well as his resignation letter, Lovell cites his diagnosis as the cause for his recent behavior, calling it, quote, totally out of character for me.
His resignation effective immediately, and we'll make sure to keep you updated as his criminal case moves forward.